Howdy YouTube! Yamadesu! Welcome back to our Road to Himeji series, and I've got some big news. So, I am currently playing on a new computer, a new PC that I bought, and the graphics and specs are a whole lot better, so I'm hoping things aren't as laggy or as slow. Everything for now looks to be running really smooth, so I'm really happy with that. My main concern is still over in the castle area where I've got all my farms and everything running. It does occasionally seem to slow down, but I mean, for now, I've been avoiding that recording over there. But yeah, last episode we built this epicness, this awesome Japanese nether portal, and it looks fantastic, especially here at the nighttime. But as you can see down there, I've been making some off-camera progress, and let's go ahead and head down there. So I have made a little llama sanctuary kind of thing. Wasn't really sure what habitat to put these guys in, and so I just built this custom tree and have them in this area with their little pond. And like I said, maybe they're on leaves because they keep wandering through the water and finding their way out of here, but I just want them to be here. So yeah, and then the other area, this custom area that I built, is over here. And so we built this awesome, I think it's awesome, a custom dark oak forest. And so these trees look really cool to me, as well as all these mushrooms. They aren't as big as the mushrooms you'll find normally that spawn in Minecraft, but I like it how it looks regardless. And yeah, I like having this little crookedness in the stem. But yeah, really happy with how this area and that area turned out. Some other things to note are I've been adding around the castle, as you can see here, and even added this guy. So I'm getting more and more of the exterior of the castle done, as well as you can see back here. Got a lot of the stone placed, and it is not mob proofed. But yeah, eventually I will make it much more pretty. I'm not going to leave it just like stone, as you saw there. I do plan on putting all sorts of, moss and I don't know, just whatever. Just a lot of stuff over there. But, oh yeah, still, there might just be so much to load over here. Anyways, I've got a big project today because we are going to be working on a village that is over in that area. We are going to be customizing, replacing the current Minecraft village with some designs that I have made, and I'm going to first show you in a creative world. And so for today's episode, I'm just going to show you the customizable, the 5x5, or the 6x6 if you want to count the roof, but the smaller of the Minecraft houses that spawn naturally. These are designs that I think look really good and will match to this world pretty well. And I'm going to just show you in that creative world, and I'll just hopefully you can start customizing it and using those designs in your world if you're doing like an Asian theme or something like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into my creative world really quick, and then I'll show you guys what's up over there. Okay, so here we are in our creative test world where I have some more house designs, and this is the original 5x5 or 6x6 if you want to count the roof house design that I was talking about. They're very simple. They usually just have like a bed or a chair or maybe even a chest sometimes, but they're very, very basic small houses. So these are 5 house designs that I came up with, and I think look really, really cool. Yeah, they look really, really good. But the thing is, all of these houses are very interchangeable designs. So let's go ahead and start off by talking with the roofs. So we could do a side-to-side design, if that makes sense, from side to side, a front entrance, or a front to back kind of design. And so as you can see here, I've got a side to side, front to back, but you could like literally change this house from the side to side and this, or yeah. So this roof design I feel like is very interchangeable, and I will say I do believe that the side to side probably is going to be a lot more of a prominent design if you look at Japanese style houses, especially. Maybe especially if you watch like anime houses, I think side to side is a lot more of a prominent design. But that's the roof, and then as well as I guess the roof, this little entrance overhang. You can add it to both the side to side or the front to back, and I think it looks really good. So yeah, that is the roof. One other thing is you can also put stripped dark oak wood in this area just to change it up so it's not consistently, like all just dark oak planks. And so that is one thing to do. And this is also going to be the palette or color design that we're going to stick to in our world. And I really like the dark contrast with white walls. Okay, so the next concept is you can either have them on the ground level or have them elevated like so. If you notice, these are on the elevated structure as far as the original house goes. But that is another way to add a variety to your builds. And then the one other thing to that is now the walls. So wall-wise, this is very similar to just sticking close to what Minecraft gives us. I personally like to have this kind of a lower trim on my walls. I use it a lot in my castles, as you see in my videos. But yeah, you can interchange them, and I think they both look great either way. I will say you probably could, if you wanted to, just go with the full-on. Yeah, you could probably just go in with the full white as well. But I will say having a little bit of color there to break that up does look a little bit better to me. So those are the wall options that I currently just use. Obviously, you can use your own thing, but if you want ideas, this is what I like to do. Other things that I want to talk about are, this elevation and the ground level thing. When I elevate it, I like to have these stairs just so that it gives a little bit of depth and contrast to our builds. And I think it looks a whole lot better than just being pretty much like a square, like a full-on cube, if that makes sense. Some other things to note in designs are I like to have these fence gates to act like kind of like supports to the roof as well. And another thing you can also add to this kind of a design is an extension to the roof. So you could even bring this out a little bit more, make like a little actual porch back area. I don't know, cover your animals if you've got them back there or something like that. And then, of course, sticking to the oak trap doors for the windows. You can add them or not. You could even put it up top to make it seem like it's folded all the way to the top, or even down. But I will say, if you close it, that the glass pane will create that extension. So be careful with that. Other than that, so that's pretty much it, and I will interchange a lot of these designs throughout our village in our single player world, just so that we can keep variety, so we don't have the same cut in, like, what is it, the cookie cutter houses all laid out through our single player world. I mean, obviously we will probably like reuse a couple of designs here and there, but for the most part, if we can, I'm going to try and keep the variety in there. So yeah, these are the small house designs. I won't do this in this episode, but I need to create a couple more designs. But the same kind of thing we'll do for our larger houses. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump back into our single player world, and we'll start working on all of these all the 5x5 houses. We'll even add a couple more here and there. And the other thing about city planning or village planning that I want to add before we can go back into our single player world, I'm going to add a lot of these smaller houses on the outer limits of our village, if that makes sense. So I want like a little market square, obviously in the middle with like shops and whatnot, and then we'll have like the larger or like these two-story or like these larger houses more congregated in the middle, and then I want these smaller single houses just on the outskirts of our little town. And so that is the plan. So let's go ahead and jump back into our single player world, and let's go ahead and just start getting some city planning done, and then we'll go from there. Alright, so here's the village that I plan on working on, and I brought a lot of the stuff over as well. Like I said before, in our creative world, we're going to be using a lot of these blocks. So spruce, dark oak, oak log, obviously our walls, and I'm going to be using black stained glass as part of the windows. But as you can tell with my inventory right now, I am actually just going to mark out some areas where we're going to place everything. And so, like I said, this would be a house that we're going to change in today's episode. It's not the, what is this? This is a 5x4. So I mean, it's still small. So we want to change this one, probably this one. So I'm going to skip these larger leatherworking houses today, and I'm probably going to change this house too. I have an idea for this that I want to implement. But yeah, I want to change this house. We'll leave the temple or the church, I believe is what this building is, the tatemono. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to move all of these smaller houses away from the inner circle, this marketplace that I want to create, and I want to establish it all along the perimeter of our little town. And so let's go ahead and build up. Yeah, this should be good. Give us a good vantage point. Also, how did that villager get up there? Huh. Okay, so yeah, you can see we spin quite a bit around. I want to use this edge a lot as well. So I'm going to build around. Yeah, we'll probably curve around there, go up into there. Probably won't go into a forest as much. We'll maybe even make a little wall to keep whatever scary things are in the forest out of our little village. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and mark this all out with our wool. And so let's go ahead and with video editing, let's have this all mapped out. Alrighty, so I don't know what's going on over there, but they're having a little gathering on top of the roof. And I'm not sure how they're making it on there. I need to figure that out and stop that so they don't take any fall damage and don't do anything other. Oh, he looks like he's good. Yeah, so they don't do any stupid villager stuff. But yeah, I am actually just going to work on this section over here. That's because I pretty much ran out of all my red wool. But as you can see, I have marked off the entrance with like that little entry point into our little wool area. And so, other than these small 5x5s, this double one I'm going to have like as the 5x5 design, but they're going to be like connected to each other, so they'll be sharing that middle wall, if that makes sense. Other than that, the blue over there is going to signify a wall that we're going to have to make and build up over there. But yeah, in total, just in this little cliff area alone, we'll have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and then our 2 double houses. Some other things I'm going to need to do are terraform this area out a little bit. I'll have to think of a new church, probably / watchtower design for this one specifically, since it's on the edge here. I'll probably make like a watchtower. But yeah, let's go ahead, and once I have all the tools, or once I have all that stuff I need for my inventory for our houses, let's go ahead and then actually just jump into our time lapse from here, and we'll work on that. Alrighty, friends. This is so far what we've got as far as our the smaller houses of our village goes. You can probably tell from the time lapse, but we didn't do a whole lot of detail. I just went ahead and did detail more so on these buildings, but the buildings behind, I just left them pretty bare. So let's go ahead and head on down here and just take a look. But yeah, so we got these double houses. They're 2 floors or 2 stories. I don't know, different levels, but I thought that was pretty cool. And then yeah, for these other houses, they're just pretty bare, nothing in them right now. I'm actually planning on I'm gonna do this all off camera, but I'm gonna add all the details like this bruise trap doors, buttons, extra overhangs, and I'm gonna do all that right now off camera, and then I'll probably do a little bit of terraforming along this area as well. And like I said, with this blue wool over here, I want to add a wall or some sort of maybe not even a wall. Maybe we'll just leave it open out to the forest, to the little forest out here. But yeah, really happy with how this all turned out. I think it's enough variety that it won't feel too similar. I mean, color scheme wise, it is pretty much similar, but the roofs, if you notice, they're all the same spruce or dark oak planks. But I want to change that with these stripped logs. So again, that'll be a part of the detail thing I have to do. But for now, yeah, really happy with how this part of our village turned out. I'm gonna tear this down and I'll add probably like a little watchtower or lighthouse here, just because we are on the edge. But yeah, let's go ahead, sleep the night off. I'm gonna go ahead and do a lot of the detailing off camera, and then once we've got a finished little area over here, we'll be right back. Okie dokes, so here we are, and we have it all detailed out. Got all the little stripped dark oak logs in there, got little flower pots, and I came up with a theme for this village. So it is going to be called Himawari Mura, which in short translates to the sunflower village. Hence all these sunflowers just hanging around here. The reason why I went with the sunflower is because a lot of the beds in here when I originally came to this village were yellow, and so I'm sticking with the whole yellow theme, and we're gonna go ahead and make all of these. I'm pretty sure I have all the beds in here are yellow, but they are all customized, detailed interior wise as well. So if we come in here, got a little chimney smoke thing, furnace. Still need to clear this out, but yeah, I'm really happy with how this all turned out. Everything in all of the buildings should be customized and detailed. I'm missing stuff here and there, like maybe some of the player heads, custom blocks I want to put around everywhere. But yeah, instead of using lamps as well, I went ahead and used candles in all the houses so that it would change it up. But yeah, really happy with how everything turned out. Yeah, I used some yellow candles as well. And yeah, really happy with the overall atmosphere this little area brings right now. And yeah, even just looking down this way and like these little alleyways, I really do think that it gives quite the, I don't know, Asian atmosphere. Because for me, Japan is very cramped, especially if you watch like the old animes. You'll just see that a lot of them are cramped little areas. Oh, I don't have that cat. Let me just get up here and get some cod, and let's tame you, kitty. No. Okay. But yeah, so some things I need to do while I tame this kitty. Perfect. I'm going to add a couple more houses here, and then I also want to create that into kind of probably like a field. I don't know if I'll make it a wheat field, if I'll make it like kind of, I don't know, like a rice field if I can. I have an idea. Or I might just completely make like a sunflower himawari field, just because that is the theme of this village. But yeah, as you can tell, we still have a whole lot left to try and convert into our little village over here. But yeah, overall, really happy with how this turned out, and I hope you guys like this design as well. And like I said, yeah, all these, the roofs, the designs on the, the walls and whatnot, very interchangeable. You can make multiple designs off of just those basic ones. But yeah, let's go ahead and do some more work on the fields, and I'll probably just plop down a couple more houses, and then once we get that all set, we'll see where we are from there. Yosha! Owarimashita! Okay, we are done. I've added those 3 more buildings behind me, the 2 larger ones and that 1 smaller one just right above my head right there. But yeah, I think that will be it for today's video. We've added, I think, a total of 14 houses here, looks like. And yeah, they're all decked out on the inside. The exterior also looks amazing. Yeah, and so I'm really happy with how our first little quadrant of our village has turned out. We are going to work on these larger houses and these other sections of this village later. Like I said, probably going to do a little town square marketplace here in the middle. Above my head here, we'll probably add like another little small housing units. Maybe over there we'll add more of like a commercial district near the lake, or not lake, the river. And then I'm even thinking of adding like a little harbor along the sides here. I definitely want to add more villages here and there throughout this world, and I think that'd be a lot of fun to have those kind of places. But yeah, really happy with our progress on our Himawari Mura, and I hope that we'll be able to add a whole lot more to it. So, as always guys, arigato gozaimasu. Thank you so much for checking this video, and I hope you gain a little bit of inspiration with how to build or even use some of these smaller 5x5 Japanese houses. And like I said in the video earlier, hard to do like a Japanese style interior, but this exterior definitely reminds me of like I don't know, maybe some anime homes that you see, very crowded and small. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you all so much. As always, arigato gozaimasu and sayonara. See you next time.